This election campaign's going to feel really, really long. Something of an endurance test. The fixed term parliament means that in some ways it started the moment the last one was over. So we thought we would ditch the traditional battle bus and turn it into a real marathon. Throughout this series we're hoping to take in coastal paths and industrial estates, everything in between.
I don't know where I'm going, but
We thought we'd start with the ultimate marginal.
This is classic Middle England. Conservative voters here, Labour voters here, UKIP voters here.
Today we've brought Ipsos Mori to Watford. Ben Page was so inspired by the running theme, he turned up wearing his beige cords. Now this constituency is currently held by the Conservatives. It's been a bellwether of the national result since 1974.
This sort of constituency has a lot of people that market researchers call C1, C2s, who are skilled working class or basically lower middle class. It's sort of classic, almost classic Middle England. And here we are in a suburb, and it's a seat which has swung traditionally between Labour and the Conservatives.
And it's one of the places where voting actually matters. It was closely fought between the three main parties last time. It's the Lib Dems' best hope of a gain this time round.
Even in 1997, when there was a Blair landslide, only about a quarter of the seats actually changed hands. People sometimes forget that. And because of that, most of the interest in British politics is, of course, on marginal seats like this one. The unknown quantity this time is that there are more marginals in many ways, and places that until the rise of UKIP weren't marginal are now becoming so. And that makes it all more unpredictable than ever.
Now, Ben Page gallantly agreed to be the first to try out this new form of campaign coverage, but senior politicians have since signed up to join me on subsequent journeys. And we'll be talking to the voters, often by means of local running clubs. Today we've been joined by the Watford Running Sisters. Kathy, Amanda and Lisa are three of around 100 women in the club. It meets every Saturday morning. They run and put the world to rights.
When you look at the economy now, the question they always ask is, do you feel better off than you did last time we fought a general election?
I'm a baby boomer,
Yeah.
and I feel reasonably well off, comfortable. But we're the ones who are spending the money now and able to put into the economy. And I think I do feel in a fortunate position. I think a lot of the youngsters are going to have a real struggle. My children and grandchildren, I think it's going to be hard for them.
The conversation comes to a natural close.
All I have is an opinion and a lot of heavy breathing.
I'm not pretending this is a scientific poll, but it's definitely a warmer way to get to know a place than parachuting in and standing round the city centre.
And actually, I'd love some company along the way on these runs. So if you're a runner, if you know an interesting, curious political part of the UK that this could take me to, then tweet me @Maitlis.